This week on Report on Conditions, we'll cover a vehicle fire in Perris, wildland fires in Cactus Valley and Anza, and we'll share another public service announcement as part of the county-wide effort on fireworks enforcement and safety.
Perris, stand by for report on conditions.
Welcome to this week's edition of CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department's Report on Conditions. I'm Tawny Cabral. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when we upload new episodes and other exciting stories. Here's a recap of last week's statistics covering June 14th through June 20th, 2021. CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department dispatchers and firefighters answered the call to 3,672 incidents. Of these, 399 were fire calls and 3,050 were medical emergencies. Now let's take a look at some of the highlighted incidents for the past week. On Monday, June 14th, dispatchers received multiple reports of a wildland fire that erupted off Cactus Valley Road in East Hemet. The first arriving chief officer reported 2 to 3 acres burning at a slow rate and heavy fuels along a ridgetop. An aggressive attack by firefighters contained the fire to 2 acres. There was no structure damage or loss, and no injuries were reported. Nearly 100 firefighters put in some strong work to suppress a stubborn 15-acre fire south of Hemet on the afternoon of Tuesday, June 15th. Ground and air resources arrived on scene to report about 5 acres of grass and brush burning uphill in steep, rocky terrain with no structure threat. 3 firefighters were treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Firefighters from Station 1 and 101 responded to reports of a vehicle fire just after 10 p.m. on Wednesday, June 16th at the 300 block of East 7th Street in Perris. Upon arrival, the first engine company reported 1 vehicle and a small utility trailer well involved. Quick work by the 2 engine companies had the fire contained just after 11 p.m. and no injuries were reported. A wildland fire broke out late in the afternoon on Friday, June 18th at the 17600 block of Iris Avenue in Woodcrest. The first arriving unit reported about half-acre burning in light grasses with an immediate structure threat. Although the fire damaged 1 outbuilding, aggressive firefighting halted the fire at 2 acres and saved approximately 30 nearby structures. Our final incident this week takes us to Anza, where at 1:45 p.m., air and ground resources totaling 90 firefighters were dispatched to a wildland fire at Highway 371 and Batista Road. The first arriving engine company reported approximately 1 acre burning in medium to heavy fuels. Due to difficult, erratic winds at the scene, the fire grew and was halted at 95 acres. 2 homes were temporarily evacuated and the cause of the fire was undetermined.
This week's Strong Work shout-out goes to Riverside County Fire Department's Service Center. Our Service Center team is a vital function in providing year-round logistical support to our fire stations and facilities. During fire season, you'll see this well-oiled machine delivering requisitions, hose, firefighting tools, drinks, ice, and food to the fire line. They're also responsible for outfitting our first responders with personal protective equipment. They're a can-do team and an important function of our department that keeps us running. Strong work, everyone.
As part of this year's countywide effort in enforcing zero tolerance for illegal fireworks, let's take a look at an important message from Riverside County Veteran Services Director, Grant Gauchi.
I'm Grant Gauchi, the Director of Riverside County Department of Veteran Services, and this is my good friend Johnny. Johnny served in the United States Army from 1967 to 1969, and he received the Purple Heart for being wounded in combat in Vietnam. Thank you, Johnny, for your service to our country.
Thank you, Grant. It was an honor. Celebrating the holidays is an American tradition. However, for many veterans who have served in combat and have post-traumatic stress disorder, it can be very stressful. It can be a time that will trigger feelings associated with their traumatic experiences in combat. Many veterans will stay at home on the holidays, like the 4th of July and New Year's Eve, and they may want to avoid large crowds and loud noises and lights from fireworks, which resemble mortar fire and explosions.
So as a courtesy, please be a good neighbor and do not use illegal fireworks. To enjoy fireworks, you can go with family and friends to one of the many professional fireworks displays throughout the county.
Thank you for your video clips, photos, and ideas for future episodes. To stay up to date on significant incidents as they happen in Riverside County, be sure to follow @CalFireRRU on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Don't forget to send us your great incident training and special event photos and video clips to rrupio@fire.ca.gov. That's a wrap for this week's Report on Conditions. From your CAL FIRE, Riverside County Fire Department, Public Affairs, and Community Education Bureau, thanks for watching.